Why he going through your phone? He miserable. I can't believe they did you wrong. Pitiful. She said she wanna drink my cum. Ooh. I wanna fuck when she blind. Ooh. Why he going through your phone? He miserable. I can't believe they did you wrong. Pitiful. She said she wanna drink my cum.
Hey guys, welcome back to another little mini vlog. So you guys, this is going to be like my little chit chat video with you guys. Now I was gonna talk about this on my reaction channel, but it's not really a reaction, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this is something that I wanted to cover on this channel, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. Before we go ahead and get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and consider subscribing, joining the family. We'd love to have you guys. For those of you who are already subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. We do appreciate the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Okay guys, so I don't know. I kind of was iffy about if I wanted to talk about this, but it keeps weighing on me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about it. I haven't talked about Chrisean in a long time. I usually used to do my reaction videos on my other channel, which was my fashion channel, and you know, we would talk about it and stuff like that. And I stopped doing it because it was just like an ongoing, like I noticed that a lot of people, you know, kind of built their reaction channel around, you know, talking about this particular topic, and that's fine for those who want to do that. But I didn't want to kind of, you know, get labeled as like a reaction channel just talking about the same people over and over and over. So I kind of, you know, I expressed my feelings, I gave my thoughts, and I just keep it pushing because like I can't do that every day. I have others, like, not that, let me rephrase, like that's not what my channel is. I'm not like, you know, so that's why I created a reaction channel where I could talk about these things and I could express my feelings and stuff like that. But like I said, this particular issue or topic is not really based off of a reaction to anything. It's just my opinion on the whole situation surrounding the whole live that she did with her son. So she went live a few days ago. It was like at a restaurant or whatever, and her son was with her on the live, and they were eating and she was feeding him and, you know, interacting with the live and the fans and stuff like that. Now once the live was done, like a lot of people had like so much things to say. A lot of it was negative, and it was about her son. Now there is this obsession, and it's not just with her. I've noticed it with other people too, like people that live their life on these public platforms. There is an obsession with the knowing. Okay, so a couple of days ago, DDG came to her defense. You guys know he just had a baby, and he had some issues dealing with social media and boundaries when it comes to his son and how much they wanted to share from the pregnancy to the whole thing. They're still getting backlash for not doing the whole pregnancy journey online. Like people just wanted to be there, they wanted to be in the room, they wanted to just be involved with everything, and that's not the route they chose. They chose to have a private pregnancy, which you're allowed to do. Like, it's your life. You don't have to have cameras in the delivery room and broadcast and everything if you don't want to, right? And he had to, him and Holly, and I felt like it was maybe kind of equal, maybe more so on Holly's part, like just really wanted to just keep that private. And to this day, if she posts anything about her pregnancy or whatever, there'll be people in the comments, oh, why are you telling us now? Keep it to yourself. Keep that same energy, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like so entitled, and it's so voracious, like it's almost scary, to the point where like it's almost scary, right? People just feel like they own you. Like they feel like they own you. They click a couple of videos, they like a couple comments, they share a couple whatever, and it's like they feel like they're entitled to your whole life, which is kind of creepy. So, you know, he was more empathetic to her situation. Like, he understood the whole thing. You know, the online could be very, very, very toxic. Like, the internet now has completely changed. When we first started coming on the internet with this whole social media thing years ago, even when DDGs first started doing YouTube and everyone was just kind of getting into this whole YouTube thing, people had respect online. Like, children, people weren't really, you know, talking about people's kids and stuff like that. And if you did, people looked at you like you were crazy. Nowadays, you could talk about whatever, you can just say whatever, you can diagnose people's children. I know there's another YouTuber, Keisha Kaylee. Everybody knows Keisha at this point. You know, she went through it with her twins and with her other daughter. Not so much Journey, but definitely not so much Jury, but Journey and Jaya. Oh my lord, they were diagnosing those kids from they were born. Like, it's this, is that. You had everybody that was a pediatrician in the comments. You had the psychologist, you had the neurologist, you had all these people just diagnosing the lady's children, and she never once came out and said, you know, this is what this is and this is what that is. She chose to handle her stuff privately, and it was so much pressure. They put so much pressure on her in terms of the negative comments directed towards a child, that she had to come out and say, this is what's going on. She had to show like that, no, my daughter is not this, she's not that, she's not any of the things that you guys are diagnosing her with in the comments. Like, it was crazy, the intrusion into the personal life of a child. There was no type of boundaries, there was no filter. People were saying all type of craziness, and it was so scary and so crazy. And for her, it got even scarier because it became from online to offline in real life. Like, that stuff was just out of control, right? But it showed me that people don't have no type of boundaries these days. Like, children, nobody is off limits. Like, if you value anything, it's almost like you cannot put it online. Do not put it online. There's an energy online that is obsessed with tearing people apart. Like, they have to get to the core. Like, they have to know. What's another example of the obsession with knowing? I'm trying to look for somebody. I remember Queen Latifah. I'm just using this as an example. People were obsessed with finding out her sexuality. They would not stop. They would not stop. They would not stop. They needed her to come out the closet. They just needed it for whatever reason. Like, it was an obsession, right? And I'm not sure if to this day she ever really like made an official statement, or I don't know. I don't know if it was just like what you see is what it is, or if she ever really addressed it. But I know for years people were obsessed with her sexuality. Like, they just had to know what it was, what it was. Why won't she say? Why won't she just do this? Why won't she just do that? It's like, mind your business. What is it to you? Like, why do you care? Okay, so now we bring it back to today. People are obsessed with Chrisean Jr. and his diagnosis, right? They have him as this, he's that, he's this, he's that. Now, I'm not like, you know, I'm not here to diagnose anybody. I am not a pediatrician. I'm not in that area of the medical field where I'm going to be diagnosing anybody, okay? But what I will be saying is this: for the grown people, I'm not talking to the kids yet, because the kids are kids and they're gonna be who they are. I'm talking to the grown-ups, right? You guys know this stuff, like, you know what I mean? You have children, you know, you don't just have a kid and just waltz off into the sunset. At least not in Canada. I don't know, but United States, I'm pretty sure it's kind of like a North American thing, right? You cannot just have a child and just disappear off into the sunset for at least even within the first year of life. You guys know, you're at the doctors. You have doctor's appointments back to back to back. There's always developmental checkups. There's all type of stuff going on in the first year of life. There's a pediatrician that you have to see on a regular basis. They're documenting the child's development. They're looking at everything, the mental, the physical, everything. And if there is an issue regarding the child, developmental issues, medical, physical, whatever issues that are pertaining to the child, the pediatrician will address it with the parent because that's their job, to take care of the well-being of the child. So if there is an issue with the child, they will definitely address it with the parent. If it's something that requires medical attention, they will definitely um, enforce that, because again, their advocacy is for the child. Right now, people have many different reasons for how they handle the medical stuff when it comes to their children. Some people, there is a religious influence there where there are certain things they don't do, discuss, all of that. I know it because I've seen it. I have it like up close and personal, so I know what that looks like. Some people, for not, sometimes it's not religious beliefs, just their own personal beliefs in certain things, like they don't discuss it in the way that maybe you and I would discuss it. Even myself, I have certain things that are very, personal to me when it comes to medical things that I may not discuss in the traditional way. You understand what I'm saying? So but what I'm saying is, you guys know, if there is an issue, the parents know about it. This is not something that will be kept in the dark, right? The parents will know about it. Maybe not the grandmother, right? But definitely the parents, the immediate caregivers, will be kept in the loop, will know what's going on. So if they choose, and I'm talking about Chrisean now, if she chooses not to discuss her son's medical, whatever is going on or not going on, whatever the case may be, that is her choice. If she chooses to just love her son and just be a mother and just love him, that's her prerogative. It is not anybody's place to be telling this girl every day online, like, your baby's this, your baby's that, admit it, admit it, admit it, say it, say it, say it. Like, she doesn't have to say the things you want her to say about her child. If she has had a conversation with his doctors or whoever his care team is, or whatever the case may be, that's her business to keep it private. If she don't want to talk about it, she don't have to talk about it. And harassing her every day when she come online is not gonna make her say what people want her to say. People want her to put this label and title over her son so that they can feel better about the names and the things that they feel within. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's like, we need you to label him as this so that we're comfortable labeling him as this. And they're obsessed with that. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, it's really, that's how I see it. It's like, the girl doesn't have to discuss her son's medical issues or non-issues if she don't want to. If she just want to make a video feeding him mashed potatoes on live, that's what she can do. Like, people need to understand boundaries. You understand what I'm saying? And bullying somebody online is not going to get them to say what you want them to say. The only thing that's going to happen is she's probably just going to stop showing him online. You know what I mean? Or, the type of person that she is, based on her response, she's just going to keep showing him and not care, not respond. And that's just going to keep driving people crazy because they need him to be labeled. I don't know why society is that way. They need everyone to fall under their headings and their labels. Like, sometimes people don't want to adhere to labels. Sometimes people don't want to do that. It doesn't mean that they're in denial or that they're delusional. It means that they don't want to use those type of labels. Maybe they have a different way of discussing it. You know what I mean? Maybe they have a different way of addressing it and dealing with it. Like, just respect the parenting. Respect people as they parent their children. Let them love their children if that's what they want to do. They're not hurting the children. They're providing for them and caring for them and loving them. Let them do that how they see fit. And you guys must know that medically there are people put in place to take care of children. Let them do their jobs as well. It is not nobody's place online to diagnose people's children, because like you're not knowledgeable enough to do that. And even if you are knowledgeable and you feel like you know what's going on, and you feel like you this and you that, and you feel like you still have no right as an individual to invade somebody's privacy in that way. It's none of your business. If somebody came up to someone, and just one of the people who are being extremely like that, and said, hey, your kid is this and that and this and that, is that true? Or hey, you look like you have this and that, is that, how offended would they be? They would be probably so offended, they probably want to fight. Like, how do people expect someone to maintain their decorum when they're attacking their child? Like, you know what I mean? Just like use a little bit of empathy. Life is already difficult as it is. Like, let's not add on to it. But I know I'm probably, talking into the wind. That's just not the world that we live in. And I'm sure they'll just continue to do what they do, whatever. But like I said, that was just kind of my little take on the situation. That's just how I feel about the whole Chrisean Jr. Situation. And yeah, I just want to kind of leave it there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you think that children should be off limits online? Do you think that people should have the right to have those boundaries? People should have the right to be like, you know what, I don't discuss my son. People should have the right to say, I don't talk about my kids and what they got going on. Like, that's not why we're here, Just because something is in the camera doesn't mean you have to talk about it. Like, I could be holding this up my whole video and never explain anything about it if I didn't want to. I mean, the comments would probably be like, what's in that box? What is that box? Why are you holding that box? But like, I don't have to disclose that if I don't want to. You know what I mean? That's kind of like how that goes. Like, just because something is in the camera doesn't mean you have to talk about it. Or that you put it there to talk about it. But anyway, that was just my little, you guys know how I am. You guys know how I am. I'm such a Virgo. I made my point. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm going to catch up with you guys in another video. I actually have a really exciting video coming up, but I just wanted to kind of do this and get it off my chest. So now we can get back to the entrepreneurial stuff. So stay tuned, and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. Deuces.
You stab a hold on me. Now it ain't no controlling me. I'ma be who I wanna be. Watching them tears fall like leaves until I had to strip to leave. Damn, it feels good to be